Let's Recap is a free web-based program that allows students to share their learning in video format. It also allows a teacher to ask students to the questions in order to direct their thinking. So I'm at letsrecap.com and I'm going to go to login. Note that here you can either log in as a teacher or a student. When the student logs in, they will actually put in a join code to join your class. So I'm going to click teacher and I'm going to sign in with my Northwest Google account. You can see that I have 2 classes created. We're going to go ahead and create a new class. So you're going to simply give it a title here, and then you're going to choose how you want students to log in. We're going to choose that we want them to log in with their email. So on their Chromebook, they can be added to your class. And then I'm going to choose Add Class. Okay. Note that it's going to give a join code. And before we can actually assign a recap to the class, we'll need students to join the class. So we're going to take just a second and see what this is like from the student's point of view. So I'm currently at letsrecap.com/student/login. And note here they can either log in with the class pin or with their email. So if they're on a Chromebook here, they're going to sign in with their student Google account. I've already logged into this class before, so it's actually showing the class I'm currently in. Then if I go to My Classes, I can join a new class here. So this is where it's going to ask for the join pin. From the teacher side, I'm going to get the join pin, and I'm going to give this to my students. Students are going to type in the join pin, and then you'll note that they are added to the class. Once the students are in the class, they'll simply log in with their email, click the class, and then they'll see the assignment. They won't have to join that class with a code again. Okay, so now that we have a student in our class, we're going to actually add a recap for the students. So I'm going to click on Add Recap. You can give it a different title if you want to, but you're going to simply add questions. So what is it that I want students to respond to today? So I'm going to say, what did you learn today? And then I can simply add a few other questions. What did you struggle with today? And you can make these as broad or specific as you want to. And you could also add a video of yourself giving the instructions to students, but most of the time teachers just put in questions. Okay, I'm going to assign this to my whole class. And I actually have to have at least 2 students join the class before I can assign to them. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and assign to this other class. It also gives me a choice on how long I want the student videos to be. So it could be a quick 15-second reflection, or it could be up to 2 minutes of really explaining something in depth. And then I choose whether I want them to answer the poll at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and click Send. And then we're going to go back to the student point of view. So we added this to the Tidwell test. And note here that a new recap has been added, and I can go to Respond Now. So it's going to ask me, what did I learn today? And at the bottom, there's a Respond button. Okay, and so, forgot it's going to show there, it's going to pull up a video camera for them and let them record. Note that they've got 1 minute to talk about what they've learned. After I finish the recording, I can either re-record or click Next. So now it's going to pull up the second question, and I would then talk about what I struggled with. So I'll go to Respond, and I would add my next response. Okay, and then once again, I will click Next. And that's the end of the recap. So yes, I got it, and then Next. Saying, great job, you completed the assignment. So we'll toggle back to the teacher side here. And note that I'm in the Granger class, but we actually assigned this to the Tidwell class. So I'm going to click on Tidwell Test. And now it's time to look at responses and data. So I can see the survey here. There's only 2 students. One of them completed it and they feel like they've got it. And then I can see the recap down here. There's also a daily reel that will show up once more students have responded. So I can click here and I'm going to get the student response.
Today I learned how to use recap.
Okay.
I struggled
It's going to go through the
between
questions, and when I pause, I could actually add a comment. Why do you think that you struggled here? And so you can go ahead and communicate with your students and leave them feedback. Okay, so then the student can respond and you can get some instant feedback from the video. Another option right here is if you want to directly share this, maybe you want to share it with a parent because they did an exceptional job, or if you want to share it with someone else, you can just click here, or you can get the web link. So when the student goes back to their class, they'll see the teacher has left one comment. They can click here, and then they could even add a comment as well. So there's this instant feedback and communication with the teacher. And the teacher can also share the daily reel with their students in order for them to learn from each other. So I'll show an example of a daily reel.
Hello, my name is Addison, and I'll be showing you the overall.
So this reel is going to go through and show all the student responses. So you'll have this as just kind of a collection of what the students have learned from the day.